as these recommendations are in the record, and we want to move on to. Thank you. The record will indicate your company is now bankrupt, our economy is in a state of crisis, but you get to keep $480 million. I have a very basic question for you. Is this fair?
Mr. Chairman, salary bonuses are accurate. Mr. Chairman, we had a compensation committee that spent a tremendous amount of time making sure that the interests of the executives and the employees were aligned with shareholders.
Very well when the company was doing well, and you did very well when the company wasn't doing well.
But I want to be very clear. I take full responsibility for the decisions that I made and for the actions that I took. Based on the information that we had at the time, I believed that these decisions and actions were both prudent and appropriate. None of us ever gets the opportunity to turn back the clock, but with the benefit of hindsight, would I have done things differently? Yes, I would have. To what you may have read, I never turned down an offer to buy Lehman Brothers. I feel horrible about what has happened to the company and its effects on so many, my colleagues, my shareholders, my creditors, and my clients.
Mr. Micah, 5 minutes.
Right, I'm just telling you.
No,
Wait till you hear this one. If you haven't discovered your role, you're the villain today, so you got to act like the villain here. But
Mr. Fold, I really appreciate that you began your testimony by taking
bankruptcy. Did you mislead your investors? And I remind you, sir, you're under oath.
No, sir, we did not mislead our investors, and to the best of my ability at the time, given the information that I had, we made disclosures that we fully believed were accurate.
With the remarks and questions of my colleague from Ohio.
Because it seems that the system worked for you, but it didn't seem to work for the rest of the country, and the taxpayers who now have to pay up to $700 billion to bail out our economy.
But, Mr. Ford, Lehman Brothers went bankrupt.